Hey, what's going on? Ecom Dominators! Cynthia here, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a quick print-on-demand Valentine's Day training. Now, I did this training last year. A lot has changed with print-on-demand, and so for this year, I'm going to give you a new set of training for Valentine's Day. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, hey, what's up? My name is Cynthia, and I teach everything related to print on demand, e-commerce, how to make money online. So if you're interested in watching more video content just like that, please go ahead and like this video and stay subscribed to my channel so you'll be notified for future videos that I come out with. Alrighty guys, let's get started. So here is what we will be going over today. So in the beginning, we're going to be talking a little bit about best products to sell for Valentine's Day. I'll also be going step-by-step demo on how to create the product, how to list it. I'll also do a little bit of targeting, creating the ad copy, things like that. Also, we're going to be looking at, some bundling offers. When you are promoting Valentine's Day products, I'm going to give you some suggestions on how to promote it and to do what type of offers. Also, we're going to talk a little bit about personalized products. This was very highly requested. I did a video on this, so if you have not watched it, please go ahead and watch it. I'm also going to talk about targeting, split testing, and a little bit about deadlines. So we have a lot to cover in today's video. So go ahead and grab a drink, popcorn, and let's get started. Now I want to start off this training by you need to start running your promotions now. Right now is literally the best time to start promoting your products. Number one reason is because people are actively looking for gifts. So you want to start by sending out emails with gift ideas and say, why not get this necklace for your girlfriend or your wife, or why not get this mug for your husband or your boyfriend? So I like this type of holiday like Valentine's Day because it works on almost every single niche. Now, if you feel like your niche does not apply to Valentine's Day, just do a quick search and look at what other people are doing inside your competition and kind of take inspiration with their designs or their products and kind of make it your own. Now, for me, during Valentine's Day, print-on-demand jewelry and print-on-demand custom products do very, very well this time of year. So if you were to promote any type of products, I would recommend either jewelry or using custom products. But I'll talk a lot more about this later on. So right now, I'm going to hop on over and kind of showing you a quick demo on how to create the products for Valentine's Day. I'm going to show you a little bit about how I put together my ads, run the ad, things like that. All right, guys, so let's hop on over. So right now I just hopped onto my test Shopify store to show you guys how this process works. So the app that I'm going to recommend for jewelry is always going to be Shine On. Over here, if you have not registered with them, you can go ahead and register with Shine On and then integrate it with your Shopify store. Super easy. They take you right through the process if you have not already received the app inside your Shopify store. So once you come on here, they give you a few options on what type of products they're offering. So they're offering, photo edge, a heart-shaped necklace. You can get the dog tags, bracelets, all things like that. But for example purposes, today I'll be showing you the heart one, which, by the way, it starts at such a decent price. You can actually sell this for 3 times, even 4 times the base cost because jewelry have a higher perceived value. So people are willing to pay a little bit more to get jewelry. So the first things first is I'm going to be customizing this, but before that, you need to have a design ready. Now, before you go out to find a designer and then tell them what you want inside the design, it's important that you guys go ahead and download the template that they give you. Now, depending on which supplier you guys are going with, they will provide you with a different template. But for this case, since I'm going with Shine On, they have a template here which you can download. So I'm going to show you guys very quickly. once you download the template, this is how it's going to look like. So for Shine On, they're going to tell you which area is the printing area, the safe area, and the full bleed just means that this, if your design is outside of this heart area, it will not show on the actual product when it's printed. So this is a really great outline to put your design on. So I've already have my design done. So say for an example, I am inside the owl niche, right? So you got to be very creative as to what type of designs you're going to go for that relates to Valentine and also your niche. So in this case, I had this design done by one of my designers. I believe this design could be done a little bit more, but this is only for example purposes. So once you get your design back, make sure that this design fills this entire printing area, because if it does not fill this printing area, when it gets printed, it'll be cut off either the top or the bottom, and you do not want that. So make sure that it looks perfect on this template. A good suggestion is to send this exact template to your designer so you're not having to go back and forth with your designer. I need this design to be resized, things like that. So over here, once I drag over my design, which I'm going to do it right now, as you can see that the design will be cut off based on the shape of it. So once you guys are done, make sure that you look at how it looks like on the template, and then you can actually go and hide the words on here and see how it actually looks like. So, you can adjust it however you want, but for me, this already looks perfect. This is exactly how I want my design to appear on the heart. Okay, so all you have to do is actually save the PNG. Do not save the PNG with this included. You definitely want to go ahead and hide out the guidelines because we don't want that to be printed. So make sure that you check that it fills the entire heart. Go ahead and save it to your computer as the entire artwork. So I'm going to come back here, and over here they give me the option to upload my image. So I'm going to upload my image and I'll be right back. So as you guys can see, I have just uploaded my entire design on here. So they're going to show you how the design will be printed. Once you like how it appears, then you can move on to the next step. So I'm going to go ahead and click continue to product assets. All right, for this next step, they're going to show you a few mock-ups that you can go ahead and advertise. This to me already looks amazing. You can either choose to advertise it just like this, right with the necklace by the box, or you can either choose it on its own like this. So over here, we're going to give it a title. So I'm going to say, I'll be your Valentine. And then you can go ahead and add descriptions, but you can always re-add that towards the end when you guys do upload it inside of your Shopify store. Now, of course, you can go ahead and add engraving. That will be additional $15, and you guys can go ahead and switch out the prices, but I always leave the prices here. I think they're pretty competitive based on how much you have to pay Shine On to print, pack, and ship out this necklace. This is a pretty good price. So I'm going to go ahead and publish the product. So right now it's pushing all of the mock-ups inside of your Shopify store underneath your product listing section, where you can go ahead and customize it however you guys want. So now it should have already pushed inside the product. So you want to go under products inside of your Shopify store, and I'm going to go ahead and look for that specific necklace, which is right over here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. Again, if you guys need to change out your pricing, you guys can go ahead and do it right on here at Shopify. So what I'm going to be doing is showing you how it actually looks like inside of your Shopify store once they push in all the mock-ups. So this looks pretty good already. You can advertise it just like this, and people can start purchasing this today. So it does not take a whole lot of time. So right now what I'm going to be doing is I want to show you guys a little bit about how I create my ad copy. Now, of course, if you guys are not tech savvy, what I like about Shine On is that they already provide you with amazing looking mock-ups. So, if you're not tech savvy and you just want to use the ones here, that's perfectly fine. But if you guys want to create your own custom ad copy, I'll be showing you how to do that. So the first thing I want to do is to pick a mockup that I like. So in this case, I'm going to pick this one. So I'm going to copy this exact one, and then we're going to be hopping over to Photoshop. So now I am inside of Photoshop. Now, if you do not want to purchase Photoshop to do this, you guys can go over to canva.com where you can create a beautiful looking ad copy if you don't want to invest. Now, in my opinion, if you're doing anything in the e-commerce space, online marketing, you definitely do need Photoshop. It really helps you a lot with creating a very, very unique ad copy. It's really only 10 bucks per month, which in my opinion is the best investment ever. But again, if you don't want to invest in Photoshop, again, Canva will be your next best thing to use. So for me, whenever I create an ad copy, I like to go with the theme. So for an example, if it's Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, 4th of July, Halloween, whatever the occasion is, I like to make my ad have that look and feel. So usually I would add some sort of border to it or a background. So in this case, I've added hearts as my border, and I would like to add at the bottom. So I've already added one at the bottom. Now you can find this easily online from royalty-free image sites like Pixabay, Pexels. There's a lot of sites that offer these free borders. You can go ahead and just Google it and download it for use. So after I've added the border, when I'm advertising this, people will automatically know when I show them this specific ad that this is for Valentine's Day. This is a Valentine's Day gift. Kind of getting your customers in the mood for purchasing and kind of thinking about what type of gifts they're looking to buy. Now, for me, the white background looks a little bare. You can go in and add in a background if you guys want to. Now, if you guys don't want to add in a background, that's totally fine. You guys can hide in the background and just leave it white. So now I'm going to add in the necklace that I've copied from Shine On, and I can put it right over here. Now you can obviously adjust it however you guys want, so you guys can make it bigger or smaller, depending on how you guys want to make it. So I'm going to make it look like this. So again, you guys can play around with it. It does not really matter. You guys can put a border around this, like black or yellow or whatever it is. But for me, I think this looks perfect. I liked how it came out. So I'm going to go ahead and save it. And we're going to be hopping over to our Facebook fan page. And I'm going to be showing you how I type up my ad description. And we're also going to be running ads to this as well. All right, guys, so let's hop on over. So right now I am inside of my Facebook fan page. This is one of my test pages that I use to do tutorials on. Now, you do need to have your own Facebook fan page. It's super easy to get one. You can create one very easily in your business manager account. If you don't have one, go ahead and register one. Now for here, I'm going to scroll down here and I can go ahead and make an ad super easy and quickly. Now this is the same as if you were to type anything in your own Facebook page. So I'm going to go ahead and upload the photo. Okay, so I just uploaded the ad copy right over here. Now it's time to type in your ad description. So for the first line, I always tell my students that you want to have something that is eye-catching, something that sounds interesting to catch your customers' attention. Because when your ad is being run and placed on the newsfeed, people aren't going on Facebook to purchase the product. They're going on Facebook for entertainment. They're going on Facebook to connect with their friends and their family. They're not going on there to purchase. So if you definitely want to make your headline as interesting as possible. So over here, I'm going to type in something along the lines of, are you looking for a Valentine's Day gift? Okay, so I like to start off with the question. Whenever someone is actively looking for a Valentine's Day gift, you definitely want to have them agree with you right off the bat. So, are you looking for a Valentine's Day gift? So, that person's going to say yes. So, automatically they're agreeing with your ad. So, the next step I always type in is a call to action, which is um, grab yours here. And then you can paste in the link. So over here, I'm going to go back here and grab the link. So this is the link that I'll have that is directly related to this specific page, but I'm going to delete this part because it's only about the variants. So I'm going to copy this part. This is the exact one. Obviously, you do not want to launch your store at .myshopify.com. You definitely want to have your own custom domain that you either purchased on GoDaddy or Namecheap. Now, one of my pet peeves is when people just utilize their long, ugly URL name, which I do not like. So what I do recommend is going over to your Shopify store, and on the back, what Shopify allows you to do, go under navigation, is that they allow you to create your own custom URL. So over here under navigation, URL redirects, you can create your own URL redirect here. So I'm going to paste in your full link here, your ugly looking link, and then I'm going to shorten it by saying, I don't know, I can say gift. Okay, something super short, and then I'm going to say save. Okay, so what happens is I have just created a URL link, okay, that will show me that whenever I type in my domain / gift, it will redirect to this exact page. So let me show you how this works. I'm going to come back over here. Now, instead of having this long, ugly / product / I'll be your Valentine, you know, whenever someone goes here and they type in, you know, just gift at the end, and I click enter, Shopify will automatically redirect that to this page. So it's a great way to shorten your URL link so it doesn't look too long and too spammy when you do run your ads. So I usually just copy this right over here, paste in my link, and then / gift. All right, so again, it'll be a lot shorter than this. It's only because I still have myshopify.com. Again, if you did purchase your own, it'll probably be a lot shorter than this. So usually my URL does not exceed this line that I have here. It says grab yours here. It doesn't cover 2 lines. It's usually just 1 line, so it looks a little bit cleaner. Now, the next thing I do is I always add some sort of scarcity. So you can just say limited time only, or you can say anything along the lines of free shipping if you're offering that as one of your promotions, or you can say something along the lines of only 50 left. Okay, so this tells the people, you know, do not procrastinate, go ahead and purchase this product now. So I like to have some sort of scarcity down here, or if I'm running a certain promotion, I'd also let them know. I can also say, you know, get 20% off, use code OWL, like that. All right, so I'm going to change it to limited time only, and then I'm gonna go ahead and click share now. Okay, so as you guys can see that I didn't take too long to create this ad. It was super easy. Once I uploaded the design into ShineOn, they gave me an extremely great mock-up. I've created this ad as if anyone is creating a post inside of your own personal Facebook profile. So the next step that what we're going to do is we're going to hop on over to Ads Manager. Now again, if you did not register for an account, it's super easy. Just type in Ads Manager, Facebook, inside of Google, and you can go ahead and register for an account. But quickly, I'm going to show you how I create the ads. So I'm going to click Create. And usually when I am running this type of ad, I always go for conversions. And I'm going to quickly just type in website conversion. I'm going to optimize for purchase. And this will just be a demo. and I'm going to click continue. Now, once you're here, make sure that you do have your pixel integrated. You do want Facebook to capture every single data so you can later remarket to them by running retargeting ads, lookalike um, audience, custom audience, things like that. So over here, I'm going to select the type of conversion event that I want Facebook to go after. So right now it's in red only because that there's no events that's actually fired, only because it's a test store. But once you start getting sales and visitors to your site, these will light up green. So in this case, I want Facebook to find me people who is more likely to purchase this product, meaning people who have shown previously to click on an ad and purchase from the actual website. Okay, over here you can set your daily budget. You can set it at 5 or 10 or whatever you guys want. So I'm going to go ahead and set it at 10. And then over here, I like to start advertising to the US only. So they give you a few options, everyone in this location. But in my experience with this selection is anyone that's traveling to the US who don't actually live inside the US will get targeted with this ad. So our main goal is to sell to only the people that live inside of the United States because we do want people to purchase from us. So we don't want people who are just traveling through the US. We actually want to target people who actually live inside the US. So I would always say people who live in this location just to make sure that we are presenting our ads to residents inside the US. Of course, once you start making sales, you can start scaling to other locations. I'm going to say, 18 to 65, that's fine. And then I'm going to set my languages to English. Now, the reason why I do this is because my ad is in English. I don't want to show my ad to anyone who can't read it because in that case, you're going to be wasting a lot of ad money to target people that can't even understand your ads. Now, it comes down to targeting. I'm going to target people that like owls. Okay. And then I always uncheck this because if you always check this, Facebook will usually target people who are not really interested in owls but may be interested. So I do not like them to expand my targeting. I do want Facebook to go after people that do are interested in owls. All right, so the next thing is I always edit my placement to all devices. Now I always uncheck Messenger, Instagram, and Audience Network. Now, once you do find a winning product on Facebook, it's very easy to scale to other platforms. So over here, I'm just going to quickly uncheck everything. Okay, so the only thing that I want Facebook to show my ads to is Facebook newsfeed. The only reason behind that is smack dab into where people are actually looking at. Now, you can go ahead and target right columns, but right columns are usually when people are looking on their desktop on Facebook. Now, I don't know a lot of people right now that actually go on a computer or a laptop to look on Facebook. So most people are actually using their mobile phones. So I always just leave it at news feeds. I'm going to scroll down here and then click continue. So once I come on over here, since I have multiple Facebook pages, I'm going to go ahead and select the one that I just entered in. So over here, I created my ad on the owls page. So I'm going to go down here. It says use existing posts. We are not going to create an ad because we already created one inside our Facebook fan page. So I'm going to go ahead and select the post now. This is the one that we just created. So I'm going to select that and click continue. Now, immediately, Facebook will show you a preview on how your ad would appear on someone else's news feeds. So you can just look through here and make sure that it looks good. So to me, that looks perfect. Over here, Facebook also give you the option to add a call to action button. So I can add a button here. I'm going to go for shop now. That makes the most sense. And then I can enter the URL I want. This doesn't really matter because no one will actually see this specific URL. It'll just be purposes of when people do click shop now, that is the link that they're going to be redirected to. So I'm going to show you very quickly. Again, you see right here, the shop now button, if people click on it, we're just going to be redirected to that URL. So don't worry about if you're putting the full ugly looking URL, no one will actually see it. All right, so that's pretty much it. It's super easy to create this ad. You can start running it tonight and start generating those sales. Remember, right now is literally the best time to start running your Valentine's Day ads. So once you are done, I would scroll down here and it says, this green button says confirm. Facebook will look at your ad, they'll approve your ad, and then they can start spending your budget. I'm not going to click it because I'm not running this ad. This is just for example purposes. But you know, this ad looks very beautiful. If I was you know, in that niche audience where I'm interested in owls myself, I would really purchase this specific necklace, whether it's for myself or for someone else. All right, guys, so let's hop on back. Okay, so now let's talk about the best products to sell. I've listed some of the products here that you guys can go ahead and test right now, but obviously don't limit yourself to the products that I have here. Go and test out other products that you can find when you're browsing through your print-on-demand suppliers catalog. They literally have tons and tons of products. With print-on-demand, people always think it's just about t-shirts and hoodies, but that print-on-demand extends beyond that. Print-on-demand means printing any type of design on a product and that gets shipped to your customers. You know, you're not holding any type of inventory. All of this is done and created once we get a sale. But here are some of the best products that has historically, made the most amount of sales for me, and I like to share it with you guys. So jewelry, like I just showed you before, do very well this time of the year. So rings, necklaces, bracelet charms, things like that. You can also do laser cut crystals. The only one that I actually know that carry this specific product is TLaunch. They also have monogram products. With many print-on-demand suppliers, you can do matching t-shirts and hoodies. So unlike the traditional way of how you guys would sell a t-shirt, when you're selling just one t-shirt, Valentine's Day, people may be looking for matching t-shirts. So instead of selling one, you're selling two for every single customers that come to your store. You can also sell matching mugs. Instead of that customer coming in to purchase one mug, they're now leaving your store purchasing two mugs. So you're really increasing your average order value. Such an easy way to do that. And another one is tumblers and beer steins. These also do very, very well. Now, of course, do look at other products like pillows, phone cases. Those also do very well as well. Again, just test it inside your niche. If you have a design, sometimes the design is a good design, but maybe people don't want it to be placed on a mug. Sometimes people prefer it to be on a pillow. So don't only just test the design, also test it on different products. Now, next thing I want to talk about is bundling your offers. I talk a lot about this promoting strategy during Q4. You know, it works perfectly also for Valentine's Day. Now, in order to do this, you can either use Shopify or ClickFunnels. Most of my students use both. You know, you can choose whichever one you want. You know, most people talk about, should I sell on Shopify, ClickFunnels? You know, those are really just your selling platform. You know, don't worry too much about where you're selling it on. Just worry about how to market and promote your product. That's literally the more important part that I want you guys to focus on. So you can sell your Valentine's Day bundle as a set. So here's an example. You can bundle your set selling a mug, pillow, and necklace using one design. And the way I like to promote my bundle is I give a discount so that the customers feel like that they're getting a great deal. So, normally you can calculate that if you're getting a mug, pillow, necklace, it'll probably cost, I don't know, $99. But today you're getting this entire bundle for, $60 or whatever. Okay. So you definitely want to create, a bundle and say, you can get a better deal purchasing this set instead of purchasing each of the products individually. That always works very, very well. Now, again, people always ask me, Cynthia, well, how do I go about fulfilling those orders? Now, there's not a specific way as of now that Shopify can automatically ship out or send out multiple orders to different suppliers from one of your listings. So you definitely have to order it manually by yourself. But if you do the math, it is literally 100% worth your time and your effort, because people are literally leaving your store with $80 orders, $90, some even over $100 orders, just doing your bundling offer. So people aren't coming to your store to purchase one, they're purchasing three, potentially five different products all in one order. So definitely try it out. So the next thing I want to talk about is personalized products. Right now, there is no better time than to promote custom products. People are literally looking for very special products that they want to give to their wives, their husbands or their boyfriends, girlfriends, whoever it is. Sometimes people don't want to purchase just a regular design. They want to stand out from the noise and get something that no one else has. So for personalized products, your customers can manually upload their own photos onto your products. You can go ahead and watch my previous video where I show you about personalized products, how it's done, things like that. I'll actually drop the link down below, or you guys can go find it in my previous videos. But if you guys are starting now and you don't have this all set up, but you do want to get your products to launch by tonight, you can go ahead and download TLaunch, which is a supplier app where they have certain custom products that is ready to be sold. So you don't have to actually set up all the nitty gritty stuff in the back end. Also, what I like about the personalized product strategy is you do not need any designs. So not like the traditional way of doing print on demand where we have to pay a designer, I don't know, $15, $20 to get a design. Right now, we don't need any design upfront cost, because those designs are coming from our customers. They're providing us with their photos. They're providing us with their designs. So we really do not need to do any type of design research. All you really need to do is create a product and an ad copy. So right now I'm going to hop on over to TLaunch and kind of showing you a few of the products that they have available. Okay guys, so you can go ahead and download TLaunch inside your Shopify app store. So if you haven't already, go ahead and download it. But what I like about TLaunch is, first off, they're going to give you a lot of um, suggestions on what products you can sell for Valentine's Day. So over here, they allow you guys to print photos and crystals, monogram products where people can get their initials embroidered onto scarves and beanies. You can put on hooded blankets, apparels, chargers, Bluetooth speakers. There are so many different products that people aren't even looking into when they're doing print on demand. But let's come back over here, and once you go and click create product, you can view all of the personalized products that TLaunch have to offer. Now keep in mind that it's not all of their products, but only certain ones. So if you come on over here, the one that says personalized, go ahead and click on that. This is the only ones here that they allow personalization on. So as we can see, they offer fresheners, wireless charging stand, mugs, um, balloons, beer steins, canvas, Bluetooth speaker. If you come down over here, they have tons and tons of products that your customers can actually upload their own photos to be delivered for Valentine's Day. So again, so much opportunity that you guys can actually take advantage of just using TLaunch. So come on over here, test it out, and let me know what you guys think. Okay, so I know I'm going to get a ton of questions about targeting. And last year, and I believe also in Q4, I have a lot of people that ask me, should I target Valentine's Day? Should I target Halloween? Should I target Christmas? And I've have done this testing myself. I've tested this on multiple niche stores, multiple products, and personally, I have not received good results targeting specific days like this. So this is what I mean if you guys are confused or never ran a Facebook ad. When you're doing your detailed targeting, as I showed you guys before, you can actually target people that like Valentine's Day. But in my opinion, Valentine's Day is such a general topic, but not very niche down to the type of niche product you're selling. Because if you're doing Shopify and print on demand the right way, you should be owning a niche Shopify store versus a general store. So say for an example, if your store is about dogs, okay, targeting your dog products to people that like Valentine's Day isn't exactly very targeted. Okay. The idea of selling any print on demand products is selling it to a very passionate audience. And so, from my experience, just targeting Valentine's Day or any of these in general topics like dating, gifts, love, falling in love, these don't usually do well for me. Okay, obviously, if you guys want to test it out yourself, you guys can obviously do that. Um, so, the next question I usually get is, Cynthia, what do you recommend for targeting then? I always say this for every single year, no matter what holiday it is target the keywords that work best for you in the past. So say for an example, you are in the camping niche. I would be targeting a keyword like outdoor enthusiast. If that has previously converted the best for me, for Valentine's Day, it should be no different. I'm going to target outdoor enthusiasts with my Valentine's Day products because my niche is still camping. That doesn't change. Okay. So people in the camping niche, they're also finding Valentine's Day gift. It does not change based on the niche. So you can reuse the same targeting for your Valentine's Day products. Again, here's another example. Say you are in the nurse niche and you previously had success targeting nurse education. So if that previously has converted the best for you, again, use the same targeting for Valentine's Day. Okay. So again, the holiday that you're in should not affect the niche that you're in. Then the next thing I want to talk about is split testing. Now, due to the nature of the holiday, I would recommend split testing different genders. Um, and what I mean by that is targeting males for this one ad and then targeting a separate ad for just females. Now, the reason why I do this is for scaling reasons. Now, usually I would see that during Valentine's Day that most men are purchasing Valentine's Day gifts for either their girlfriends or their wife or whoever. So you want to definitely spend more of your budget towards the men population of that niche, and so you can scale accordingly. Now what I mean by that is usually say I split test between men and females, I would usually see, for this same ad and same targeting, I got 10 conversions for this day, but on that exact day I probably only have 2 conversions. So if you're grouping both of the genders together, you're not really scaling very efficiently. You're actually spending, more money on, the female population versus the men population. So for me, definitely split test this. It usually works depending on the type of niche you're in, but overall I found a difference when I'm scaling. So here's an example. So let's just say you're doing website conversion and you're optimizing for purchase. Okay, you're going to target ages 18 and up, US only, and you're targeting people that like dog food. Okay, because say for example you're in the dog niche. So I would separate 2 assets, one targeting only males and one targeting only females. And sometimes surprisingly, I would see more conversions and more sales from the male population than the females. But who knows? If you guys test and you found females are purchasing more than the males, then obviously scale and put in more of your ad budget towards the females. All right. And split testing doesn't just apply to different genders. You can also split test different targeting keywords, different locations, even different age groups. There's so many ways to split test, but for Valentine's Day, this is the only thing that I found that was significantly different. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is know your deadlines. This is literally something that most people are neglecting when they are running and making sales day in and day out. Okay, you need to make sure that you check with every single supplier that you are using what is their guaranteed Valentine's Day delivery dates, what are their deadlines, the drop dead dates. Okay, so you want to put all of those deadlines on the front page of your website, on your product page and in your confirmational emails. Sometimes people don't look at the front page, sometimes people miss it on the product page, but once you put it inside the confirmation email, hopefully they will see it. A lot of times when people are purchasing from you, they are under the impression that they'll receive it before Valentine's Day. So make sure that you check with your supplier when they are cutting off their deadlines for guaranteed Valentine's Day delivery. This is very, very important. With Christmas gifts, Valentine's Day gifts, people are very emotionally attached. They do really want that gift for that special person. And so you do not want to handle angry customers if they receive it late. You do not want to get bad chargebacks because it'll look bad on your PayPal account, things like that. And also, it can help you reduce your customer service email support. A lot of times, if you do not put these dates on, you'll get a lot of emails saying, will my order arrive on time, things like that. So to cut down your customer service support in half by just simply putting in your deadlines and being very transparent upfront with your customers when they will get their order. Okay, so right now I'm going to show you guys on TLaunch. They've already posted their deadlines. Okay, so right now I am on TLaunch, and over here they've also posted their deadlines for the last day for guaranteed delivery. So if you're doing domestic shipping, meaning if you're just shipping inside the US, you should write that the last day for guaranteed Valentine's Day shipping is February the 3rd. Now, if you're doing international orders, the last day will be January the 19th. Okay, so always put these dates up front and center so that your customers know that they are going to be receiving their items on time. Now, of course, these dates are only for TLaunch. If you're using TLaunch product, these are the dates you should be aware of. If you're using Custom Cat, be aware of their dates. If you're using Printful, be aware of their dates. Now, not all of the companies will post their deadline dates on their website. Sometimes you have to directly email them and ask them directly when is the last day that they're for guaranteed Valentine's Day shipping. Okay, so make sure you know exactly which supplier you're using, what their drop dead dates are. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for joining me here today for my Valentine's Day training. I really do appreciate you staying with me throughout this whole training, and if you've made it this far, this pretty much shows that you are committed and interested in succeeding in the print-on-demand business. So I really do commend everyone for that. Also, if you guys have any questions, I do recommend that you join my Facebook support group. I have tons of my students and other people who are in the print-on-demand space, drop shipping, or doing anything in the e-commerce world are in this Facebook group where you can mastermind with other entrepreneurs just like you looking to build their businesses. Whether you are a newbie or an experienced seller, go ahead and join it. I'm sure that there are tons of things that you guys can learn from each other, and also a place where you guys feel safe to ask your questions. I'll have the link in the description if you guys do want to join my Facebook support group. Again, it's a great community that I've built so people can ask questions when they're stuck, because usually when you're doing this by yourself, you will have questions. Again, I will link it down below. Also guys, if you love content just like this, please let me know by smashing that like button and also subscribing to my channel so I know to make more content just like this. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Live free.